What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Okay, we're coming back to Chris Cornell. Yes, indeed. Chris Cornell fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Jason Cart, and this is actually one of Jason Cart's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Jason. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Jason wanted to see me react to this song. It is Chris Cornell featuring Chester Bennington of Linkin Park. They're going to be doing a Temple of the Dog song called Hunger Strike. So let me see if I got this right. We got Chris Cornell from Soundgarden. Well, he was Temple of the Dog too. He's most known for Soundgarden, let's be honest here. Chris Cornell from Soundgarden, Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, and they're doing a Temple of the Dog song.
Wow, man, freaked out!
Okay, this should be interesting. Have I heard the song before? Yes, I have obviously heard the song before. I've done a reaction to the song. Done a couple of reactions to the song. So I'm doing another one. But this one's a little different. Like I said, we got Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington. So I haven't heard this before. So I will not be basing my reaction in any way, shape, or form on the original song. Okay, I just need to be very clear about this. A lot of people, when I do these second and third things, like I'll do a studio version of the song and then I'll do a live performance, and everybody starts to call me a liar for, oh, you've done this before. Yes, I know, I've done this before. I just said that. I just said I've done a reaction to this before. So yes, clearly I've heard the song before. So don't sit there and go, oh, we don't believe you. We think you've heard the song before. Yes, I know I have, obviously. This was posted by Lukas Melnigzak, and the video has 2.2 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Chris Cornell featuring Chester Bennington, Hunger Strike, live. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Who's drunk enough to be in a singing out loud mood?
So far, so good. I mean, everything sounds about right. I mean, it doesn't sound any different from the album, really. It sounds pretty spot on. So, good on Chris. Sounding good. Haven't seen Chester yet. My guess is he's probably going to come in from stage... If I had to guess, stage left on the second verse. If I had to guess. I could very well be wrong about that. I have a feeling I might regret making that statement. But you know what? Too bad. I'm going to stick to it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's see what happens here.
Here's while the slaves are working. Blood is on the table and the mouths are choking. But I'm going home to Jesus. Yes, I am. I don't mind stealing
Do it.
from the mouths of decadence.
Well, looks like I called it. Okay. It was predictable. If I'm being honest here, it was predictable. Most people, when they are doing a guest appearance, 9 times out of 10, they enter stage left. So that was an educated guess. The coming in on the second verse was also an educated guess because that's where Eddie Vedder came in, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. That's where Eddie Vedder came in on the vocals, was on the second verse. Since Chris was singing the first verse, it only makes sense to have the guest come in on the second. So I'm not like seeing the future or anything here. These were both just educated guesses, but I'm still glad to see I was right. Let's keep going here.
But I can't feel the powerless when my cup's already overfilled.
Sounds good.
But it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and they're farming babies while the slaves are all working. The blood is on the table, the mouths are choking. But I'm going hungry.
Wow.
I'm going
I'm a little shocked. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought Chester would have done the lower vocal. I thought he was going to do Eddie Vedder's part. But right there, switching up and Chester taking Chris's lead line. Wow. Okay. 2 reasons. 1, Chris is right there. I don't know why Chris didn't just do his line. 2, I'm shocked that Chester can get up that high and sound that clean and clear. That sounded... Color me shocked and color me surprised. I wasn't expecting that. That was nice. That was really nice. You know what? I want to go back. I want to hear it again. No, I don't care. Hey, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're going to go back. I want to hear all of that again.
and they're farming babies while the slaves are all working. The blood is on the table, the mouths are choking. But I'm going hungry.
Wow.
I'm going hungry. I'm going
Crowd interaction in the crowd. So right there, Chester took it upon himself to get the crowd clapping along with him. Hey, that's crowd interaction. I look for that in a live performance. I always look for that, and I'm glad to see it. I don't care who does it. I don't care if it's Chris or Chester or the bass player or the guitar player or the drummer. I don't care who it is. As long as somebody does it, it should be the lead vocalist. It should fall on the lead vocalist. That is kind of their job, being the lead vocalist. They want to lead, well then lead. But Chester is one of the leads right now, so good on him. Good on him for taking the initiative. All right, let's keep going here. Nice, Phil. Got they switch.
Chester Bennington, give it up! Thank you. Chris Cornell!
Yeah. Okay, some nice surprises in there. There were some really nice surprises. Let me think about this, and I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Chris Cornell featuring Chester Bennington performing a live rendition of the Temple of the Dog song, Hunger Strike. This was a request from Jason Cart, and this was actually one of Jason Cart's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Jason. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. On a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, before I give my score, I should mention, keep in mind, I have heard the song before, so I am not basing this score in any way, shape, or form on the song itself. I am not doing that. I've already done a reaction to it. I've done several reactions to it. They're back in the back catalog. You are more than welcome to go watch them if you want. But I am not taking the song itself into account with the score. I am basing my score completely on the live performance. Please keep that in mind. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, there were some things that were predictable, okay? When Chester wasn't out there on the first verse, I thought to myself, okay, he's going to make the surprise entrance. He's going to come in from stage left, and he's going to come in on the second verse. Now, these were both educated guesses, okay? I guessed that they were going to come. He was going to come in for the left because 9 times out of 10, that's where the special guest comes from. It's from stage left. So that was a very educated guess. I was sitting here going, I feel extremely confident about that. Now, the one thing I didn't feel confident about was Chester coming out on the second verse. I wasn't 100% sure about that because there's a couple of places he could have come in. He could have come in on the chorus. You know, he could have come in. He could have come in on the second chorus. He could have even come in on the last verse. I mean, it wouldn't have made sense to do on the last verse because he would not have been out there for very long, but it's still an entry point. A lot of different places he could have come in. I'm glad to see that I guessed right on that one, but that was still a guess nonetheless. but I was not as sure about that part as I was about him coming in from stage left. That's pretty much a gimme. Whenever you have a special guest coming in, it's 9 times out of 10 from stage left. Don't ask me why that is. I honestly could not tell you, but that's just how it always has been. Tradition, I guess. I don't know. Chris Cornell's vocals on this sounded really good. I don't know where this was in his career. I know this was after Soundgarden, but I don't know how far into his solo career this was. I'm not 100% sure. There was no date, so I can't use it as a point of reference. So I honestly couldn't tell you when this was in his career, but he still sounded really good. Sounded strong. Even going up into the upper register, did not sound strained at all. Like I have heard him strain a little bit in the past, you know, like in Audioslave. So I don't know where this is in perspective to where Audioslave was. This is before Audioslave or after Audioslave. I don't know. Maybe it was during. Who knows? But he still sounded good nonetheless. Chester coming in on the second verse made sense. Absolutely made sense. I thought for sure, you know, coming in like he did, he was going to cover Eddie Vedder's part, the lower vocal part. And then the chorus hit. And there was surprise number 1. Hearing Chris go down and cover Eddie's part while Chester went up and covered Chris's part. I'll be honest with you. I was a little confused. I was confused, shocked, and surprised, pleasantly, all at the same time. There's Chris Cornell right there on the stage. Why doesn't he just sing his part? But it's okay. It worked out because Chester nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. And that was surprise number 2, was Chester getting up into that range. I don't think I've ever heard him get up in that range before. I don't know. Maybe I have. I'm not 100% sure. But hearing him get up that high, as strong and as clean and as clear as he did, that was a nice surprise. Really nice surprise. And then on the last verse, they switched. Chris took the high part and Chester took the low part on the verse, but then when they're back into the chorus, they switched up again. So all this did really was show off the versatility between both vocalists and the professionalism of both vocalists, having no ego, just coming out, doing their thing to the best of their ability, and putting on a really nice show. On top of that, yeah, Chester leading the crowd with the clapping at that one point after the first chorus was over and done on the instrumental breakdown. That was nice. I'm glad to see somebody took up that responsibility and interact with the crowd. Honestly, though, I kind of wish it had been Chris. It really, I mean, this is his show. It's his concert. It really should have been his responsibility. He really should have been the one to step up. But it doesn't matter. Somebody did. And in this case, it was Chester. Good on him. Look, I don't care if it's the drummer back there doing it. As long as somebody does it, taking an opportunity like that to lead the crowd, if it had just gone by and nobody did it, I'm going to be honest with you folks, I would have been upset. I would have been really upset because that was like the perfect place to do it. I'm just glad somebody did it, and it happened to be Chester. The band. The last thing I want to talk about, the band. Sounded good. Now, I don't know if that is a regular band for Chris Cornell or if they're hired guns just for that show. I don't know. I don't know if Chris Cornell hires musicians to tour on a regular basis or if he just hires the musicians per tour. I don't know. Obviously, he's not going to go to every city and hire different musicians. That would just be asinine. That would just be absolutely ludicrous. So I don't believe for one second he did that. But my question is, every time Chris Cornell would tour, was it with the exact same musicians? Or did he hire different musicians for each tour? I don't know that part. If somebody could clue me into that, I would really be curious. But they sounded tight. They sounded like they've been playing together a while. So I'm leaning toward he uses the same musicians every time. That would be my guess because, like I said, they sounded tight. They sounded really tight. Now, with enough rehearsal time and enough practice, any group of guys can sound tight. So it's very possible that he hires different musicians for every tour. I don't know. Like I said, if someone knows for a fact. Now look, I'm not looking for opinion. I'm not looking for speculation. I'm looking for someone who actually knows for a fact if they actually use the same musicians every time or if they hire different musicians every time. I want someone to tell me that knows for a fact. Not opinion, not speculation, okay? Please keep that in mind. Now listen, like I said earlier, I'm not taking the song into account. I already did that. I only took the live performance when I took it into account for my scoring. And I gotta be honest with you folks, between the two surprises and the outstanding live performance, that's how I came to the 8.6. So there it is. 8.6 is where we're at. 8.6 is where we're gonna stay. 8.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.